Hey, what's up guys? So look, we're gonna just go over how to build a basic, very simple to follow jiu-jitsu game plan. Keep in mind, I usually have two different game plans. I have a training game plan and I have a competition game plan. So my training game plan is me putting new jiu-jitsu into my personal arsenal, whether that's submissions, positions, sweeps, transitions, what have you. My competition game plan is my A game, if you will. It's the stuff I'm best at. It's the stuff I'm gonna make sure that is just crisp and on point going into a tournament to give myself the best possible chance of success, okay? So let's just take a general training game plan, all right? Now, I actually have paper sheets at my academy that I have students fill out. They look almost just like this. They've got 3 top positions, 3 bottoms. If the person's working more than 3 or 4 positions, they can just take 2 sheets, okay? And then we do our takedown game plans on the backside. So there's always some takedowns in there. So first off, my name. My name is James. So top position. Let's look at some easy ones, okay? So easy comments, we're gonna have guard. Let's just say full guard. We're looking at brand new white belt. Full guard, okay? So obviously, I want to pass guard, okay? So what passes am I going to do? Well, let's look at probably the first 3 we learn. We have our over-under, our single arm under. We have our same side knee over. And we have our cross side knee over or knee cut, okay? Now, I've passed the guard. I probably ended up in side control. Once I'm in side control, I want to focus, okay? So I usually make a little note before any techniques. And maybe this is the technique. Maintain. Okay, so if you're working very specific moves to maintain side control, because maybe you've had good success passing a guard and people just keep escaping your side control. Obviously, I need to work on maintaining my position before I'm going to work on attacking. So maybe a couple things, you know, underhook, hand in the hip, right? So underhook, good weight. Let's put knee in the hip, knee and hip. We'll just go with the old school. Knee and hip, okay? Then got some real basic stuff here, so I could go with a Americana. We could say Americana, Kimura, combo. Okay, we're keeping this easy. And then maybe I want to go to mount. So I go to mount. Boom. So mount, that is my next top position. Mount. Boom. So if you notice, all of these go to here. That one goes to there, okay? Mount position, well, what do you know from mount? What are you going to do from there? You know cross choke, right? We're going to cross choke them. Okay? Can't get the cross choke because they pushed. Well, there's a basic arm bar. Okay? Americana, we're doing it from side control. Might as well do it from mount. And you can add a few more. I'm just sticking with an easy 3 today, but we can go 4. You can do a back take. And then maybe we have a 4th top position, rear mount, just a few moves. So let's move to bottom real quick. So mount, maybe I got UPA'd over, now I'm in guard, okay? Now these positions don't have to be the same, right? So we can go guard, maybe you've been training a little bit longer and you wanna go half guard, okay? So half guard. Half guard, what am I gonna work? Well, I like my ankle pick sweep. I like my over the top sweep, my Lincoln Hawk, and back take. Just make it easy. I'll try force of power there from half guard, okay? Bottom position, maybe they passed and I'm in side control. So I have to remind myself, sing the song. Near, elbow far, elbow bridge, shrimp and swim. Okay, so I sing the song. Song gets me to guard or to my knees. What are the bottom positions? Let's say rear mount. Maybe I give up my back a lot. Maybe I come from like a wrestling or a judo background and I tend to give up my back. So rear mount. Okay. So that bottom position, real simple. What escapes do we have? Number one, we defend, right? Right. Don't get tapped out, guys. Number two, maybe we go shoulders to the floor. Got a little hip scoot. Maybe that's all you know. Okay. So we have these. Now here's the thing, my bottom positions don't have to be inferior positions at all. As a matter of fact, when I'm building a competition game plan, I generally don't have bad positions in my game plan, right? I will drill bad positions. I'll do bad position escapes during class, but I know how to get out of bad positions. I know how to prevent them. So those aren't something I'm actively drilling for a competition game plan. This is more looking at this from a newbie's perspective, okay? Somebody's going to be getting caught in some stuff. So we've got a couple sweeps from bottom and we've got a couple escapes, okay? So I'm in side control. And here's the thing. I only have half guard in this game plan, okay? Now that might not be the absolute best for a beginner, but maybe his first day we were doing some basic half guard sweeps and that's all he knows from bottom. So he's going to put those in his game plan. Now, if he escapes side control and he ends up in full guard, guess what he does? He doesn't try to arm bar. He doesn't try to scissor sweep or pendulum sweep, probably because at this point he doesn't know him, but he's going to only go for what's in his game plan. So he gets to guard, he's going to go back to half guard and work these things, okay? He gets to his knees. Well, from his knees, he can pull back to half guard and work these, okay? Or he gets to his knees, maybe he's like, I need to escape my rear mount. Guys, working defense is easy because if I give a person a position, they're going to take it, right? If I'm working armbar defense, I stick my arm out there, somebody's going to go for it. If I lay flat on my back to work my mount defense, they're going to mount me. So maybe turtles, boom, give up hooks. Let the person take your back, defend the subs, try to get your shoulders to the floor, get your hip scoot, okay? Once we escape rear mount. Oh, look, now I'm back to the top. Now I'm in his guard again. And it starts all over. So generally the way I do this is a training game plan. When I come in, I'm going to grab a partner. I'm going to rep this just a few times. Maybe just go through my positions here. If I can get all through them 3, 4, 5, 6 times, maybe 10 times. It's going to take me 10, 15 minutes before class. If I only have 5 minutes before class, maybe I get through the top positions real quick. And then when it's sparring time in class, this is literally all I go for. I do nothing outside of this. If the round takes me outside of this, I find my way back into one of these positions, okay? So wherever I end up, I find the closest position in my game plan to get to and to keep rolling from there, okay? And then like I said, we should always have a takedown game plan. So I write them on the back side of my paper. Okay, so here's one of the sheets. So we've got a backside. We can take a couple if you need more than 3 top and bottom positions. I generally do. I'm generally working at least 3 different guard games for my game plans. Top position, I'm working more than just 3 basic positions. Okay, I'm usually passing 3 or 4 different guards. Okay, so. And then another little trick we can do here is this top and bottom position. We can add an overriding goal. And what I mean by that is maybe my top position is score 6 points before the sub. Okay? Maybe it's very simply position, position, position. And then there's no submissions, okay? Bottom, maybe it's set up my submissions with sweeps. Maybe it's turn every guard into single leg and work my way up, right? Wrestle up, wrestle up, wrestle up, okay? So you can add an overriding top goal if you need that, just to give yourself a little bit of direction when developing this game plan, okay? And then the last little tip, guys, is when you are doing a training game plan, make sure you aren't just putting things in there that you're already good at. Remember, a training game plan should be the things you're not good at, right? If you're coming from a wrestling background and you don't like being on your back, guess what? Most of your game plan should be fighting from the bottom, okay? Now, what I will tell you is this gets very discouraging because you're throwing in just tons and tons of techniques that you suck at, okay? And so it gets discouraging. Put a little something you're good at in there, okay? Work your way to that and then expand off of that. If you find yourself just getting horribly discouraged, throw little tidbits of things you're good at, but don't only do that. Just kind of get there and then work from there, okay? And the cool part about this is, let's say I start getting really good. These guard passes here. Man, I am just hitting this knee slice pass over and over and over and over and over. Great. Get rid of it. Take it out of there. Or at least don't do it so often, okay? Maybe you go, man, I've been hitting this single under a little bit. Let's add a double under pass in there, okay? So as you start hitting these things, and guys, you could even make little hash marks next to them on your paper, okay? As you start hitting these things and you start getting proficient at them in training, we can start moving these out of our game plan and putting new things in. Now, sometimes that might be a complete position. Sometimes it's just one or two moves within that position. So guys, I truly believe developing a game plan like this is just a fantastic way to really get good at jiu-jitsu, especially if you don't have a coach who's right there with you every single day and you know you're learning a lot from videos or you're in a club. Take something like this, drill these positions, use them only in sparring, and I promise you will get sufficient a lot faster than if you're just trying to do jiu-jitsu, if you're just trying to do everything you've ever learned all the time. Just focus in, hone in on some basic positions and submissions, and just kind of narrow what you're working and then expand a little bit later. So move stuff out, put stuff in. It's as easy as that.